Hello, I'm Nola, and I'd love to welcome you to my channel. Today, we will be speaking on what it means when we dream of being unfaithful, or what it means when we dream that our partner has been unfaithful. So, in other words, we're speaking about cheating or infidelity. You know, dreams about infidelity can be shocking and confusing and even painful, especially when they are so real or so vivid that when you wake up, you wonder about yourself, you question your relationship and your loyalty, and even the loyalty of your partner. But the question here is, do these dreams actually mean that someone is being unfaithful? So I have notes because this is a pretty long video. I will be referring to them, but we will be breaking it down into several sections. And one of the sections is going to unpack what it means when we are also emotionally distraught and having a dream such as this. So does it mean, the first part of it, does it mean that your partner is being unfaithful? And the answer is not necessarily so. While some dreams are literal warnings, others are symbolic reflections of our deeper emotions and our fears, which is totally human, isn't it? To have fears and emotions, and also it could be based upon our personal experiences from the past. As with all dreams, the context, emotions, and the symbols matter. And within dreams, there's always the symbology. Like, what do they mean? So we have to put all of these things into context. And in this video, we will examine exactly what each one of these symbols will mean. And so there's also an opportunity here to discover if a dream is a literal warning or just reflecting your inner fears. When you dream of infidelity, whether you are the cheating person or your partner is unfaithful, your subconscious mind or spirit, might be trying to communicate something deeper to you. And dreams rarely show us the truth in a straightforward way. Instead, there are symbols and metaphors. At least that's been my experience over the many years. And so the first question up is going to be, what does it mean if you dream that your partner is cheating? If you dream that your partner is cheating or being unfaithful, these are some of the things that you might want to consider, and also the possible meanings. So the literal warning, in some cases, this might be a literal warning from spirit and giving you an intuitive nudge for you to pay attention to the red flags. Maybe you feel that your partner is being emotionally distant, or you could be feeling neglected or insecure or downright disconnected. You may have a fear of betrayal also, from perhaps a past relationship where you were cheated on, and therefore you may have trust issues, and your subconscious mind may be processing these fears and helping you to heal from the past. Or there are unspoken concerns in your relationship, something that you've never been able to speak to your partner frankly about, telling them about how you feel and maybe the fears that you have and why you would question their honesty or their loyalty. Okay, so that's what it might mean if you dream that your partner is the one that is cheating. So the next part is going to be, what does it mean if you are the one that's cheating in your dream? This could symbolize repressed desires. It does not always mean that you want to cheat. It may symbolize a longing for something you feel might be missing in your current relationship. And you may be feeling guilt or shame when you wake up from this dream. You may feel emotionally divided and even guilty. Yes, I've had those dreams. You get up feeling, well, I have woken up feeling really, really guilty about, and it could also be something else in your waking life that you are disturbed about subconsciously. You may also have a fear of hurting someone if you're considering a big decision. And this dream could actually symbolize your inner conflict. So number 3 is when a dream is a warning versus a reflection of fear. So how do we know, or you know, if a dream about cheating is an intuitive message or just a fear, an emotional fear playing out? We will unpack the signs that your dream could be a literal warning from spirit. And there is symbolism that goes along with this, always. And so some of the symbols in the dream might be, you may dream of a broken wedding ring. You may dream that you see your partner in bed with someone else. You may dream that you are running away from something. And often when it is a warning from spirit, your dreams may feel different from normal dreams because it is so intense or so vivid, and it lingers for a long time even after you have been awake for a while. And you may feel a deep or intuitive knowing that something is not right. You may have also noticed real life red flags such as secrecy, changed behaviors, right? Hiding on the telephone, speaking in a low tone, always telling someone that they're going to have to call them back. This is not a good time. And you've had these recurring cheating dreams over time, and each dream is revealing more and more to you. So the next thing we will address is signs your dream is an emotional reflection. You may have had past trust issues with your relationship or in your relationship that could be affecting how you are feeling in the present. Perhaps your partner has been unfaithful, even emotionally unfaithful, not necessarily physically unfaithful, and so it has left you feeling insecure or anxious in your relationship. The dream shifts or changes details each time that you dream about the cheating, rather than showing a clear pattern. And you wake up feeling fearful, but not necessarily certain about what it means. Again, I'm going to go over the common symbols of infidelity in dreams. So sometimes cheating dreams do not show direct betrayal, but use symbolism to hint at the emotional truth. Often you may dream of locked doors. We already spoke about the broken wedding ring. We see locked doors, feeling locked out, or you may be feeling shut out of your partner's emotions or secrets. Or you may have a partner that is having trouble making a commitment or having loyalty issues. And you may have interference from family members. Or you may find your partner or yourself in bed with a complete stranger. And so this may represent hidden elements in the relationship that you are not aware of. Unusual symbolism, where you may dream of an ex-husband or ex-lover. That may be representing the way that you've been hurt in the past, and so you always have that suspicion or that insecurity. in your mind. Often in these kinds of dreams, there might be genital transformations or body changes which could symbolize hidden truths about sexuality, identity, or emotional deception. Or there might be unfamiliar lovers appearing in your dream. This may not represent your actual partner, but rather part of them that has changed or that you don't fully know. You may see water, there may be showers or baths or drowning. This might mean that it's time for emotional cleansing, or the surfacing of hidden truths. So how do you interpret and act on these dreams? If you have had a dream about cheating, take these steps to gain clarity and avoid jumping to conclusions. Number one, you're going to need to step into your emotions. You need to ask yourself, how did the dream make you feel? Were you fearful? Were you angry? Were you sad? Are you confused by the dream that you've had? Where are you observing the infidelity, or did you feel like a direct participant? And then step two, you may want to consider examining your relationship dynamics. Do you feel secure and loved in your relationship? Or are you dealing with unresolved issues? Are there unresolved issues that you haven't felt free or safe enough to speak about with your partner? Has there been trust issues, whether it's financial or someone not being loyal, or emotional distance and red flags in real life that you're not taking the time to really question and observe? And then step three, last but not least, ask Spirit for clarity. If you suspect the dream is intuitive, ask Spirit for confirmation in a way that makes sense to you. And pay attention to synchronicities, the real life signs, and the repeated dreams. And step four, you must ask to communicate openly. If concerns persist, have an honest and calm conversation with your partner. If the dream was about your own actions, reflect on what areas of your life feel unfulfilled or conflicted. And then the final thought, trust your intuition, that voice of God that resides, or the Creator that resides within you. But seek clarity. Dreams of infidelity and betrayal are complex, and they can be literal warnings. They could also be emotional fears or symbolic messages from your subconscious mind. The most important thing is to trust your intuition, but also to look at the bigger picture. If Spirit is warning you, signs will appear in your waking life. If it is a personal fear, self-reflection will be able to help you understand where it comes from. Either way, these dreams are guiding you toward a deeper self-awareness and clarity. So I'm going to share some of my personal insights with you, and I hope that you will just listen to the story I'm about to tell you. I had a client many, many years ago whose husband was very distant from her, and she couldn't quite put her finger on what was going on. She explained it to me that he was distant. He really wasn't interested in being intimate with her, and she always knew that he had a fairly good sex drive. And it started to really, really bother her. And she had a recurring dream that she was in the shower with him. And while she was in the shower with him, his genitals would change from being that of a male to a female. And this shocked her. And she went to work and she discussed it with one of her close friends. And that friend was really spiritual. And they could not help her interpret the dream. And so she had to go away on a business trip. And when she got back home, her husband wasn't there. He was in the office and had gone into his office, and she could not get into the desktop computer. But on the kitchen counter was this open laptop, and she needed to report to her boss that she was back and that she would be in the office the next day. So she went to his computer and she opened it, and it was open to all of his emails. So she took the opportunity to read some of these emails, and what she found was absolutely shocking and disturbing. She had found several messages from what she discovered to be her husband's male lovers, and she knew immediately what her dream meant about being in the shower with him and all of the things that she was feeling. And not only that, she came upon a post that he'd made in the Washington Blade magazine, which is a magazine that the LBQT community subscribes to, and where back in the day, I'm talking about, gosh, this has got to be 18 or 19 years ago. So pay attention to your dreams. They will often be right. It's Spirit's way of trying to communicate with you. And I learned a lot through that lady. So please keep in mind that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. You may want to seek counseling if you're going through something difficult or there has been an illicit affair. And until the next time, do take care of yourself. And I will be posting Valentine's Day love messages, so keep an eye out for that. I thank you for spending your time with me, and until the next time, take care. Bye now.